Hey guys, this is Dardamos with Dardamos Dominions. I'm here with Galdavir. How are you doing, Galdavir?
Another wonderful day.
And I'm here with Gezlov. Gezlov, how are you doing, dude?
Pretty good, thank you.
Now, one of the things I did not realize is that there had been no globals cast so far into the game. Is this unusual? I mean, we're turned 38, I think?
You would expect to see Mother Oak by now, but I think Pangea has been having a rough time. You know, he's been fighting two very powerful nations, and he did defeat one of them. But yeah, he's had to throw everything he has at Ubar.
What's interesting about this is he chose a appropriate name for what's kind of going on right now. Cry a lot. I wonder who got the other one, though? I don't see the nation. Do you see it?
The Deep.
Okay, let's
probably Therados.
I think you're probably right. That sounds right. Yeah, you're right. It is the Deep. Okay, so what did he get?
Let's find out.
Okay. So Earthblood Deepwell, I mean, is that going to be any good for him as Therados?
You know, when he cast this, I was kind of surprised, because I wouldn't think so. Usually, I'm kind of in the running for that. You know, I'm a pretty big Earth nation, and I was kind of annoyed that he cast it, but of course, at this point, I'm planning a Throne Rush, so I didn't really care that much.
People always underestimate the amount of Earth gem income that Therados has. Therados naturally starts with 3 Earth income, and a lot of underwater provinces will tend to have a lot of Earth, so it's not inconceivable the fact that he has enough Earth gems to overcast this pretty hard. And then the Dactyls come native Earth 2 with a good chance to random Earth 3, and then a small percent of them will get Earth 4. And then from there, it's a hop, step, and a skip away to Earth 6 with your Master Fortune.
With this, I mean, does he... I mean, why is he going enchantment, though? I mean, wouldn't you... I mean, don't you normally rush alteration and then go into conjuration after that?
Enchantment, so you can grab Foul Vapors right away. Foul Vapors comes at enchantment 5, so you can grab... what is the spell?
Earthblood?
Nope, not Earthblood Deepwell, the other Earth Global.
Yeah, the one with resources and gold, right?
Yep,
oh,
a small amount of that, especially on your land forts, is a not insignificant amount of gold given to you because your Kerberos automatically give you a percent of, or automatically generate resources. So in your land forts, you'll have a lot of resources to turn into gold, and then that's another way of boosting up the small meager gold income that you have.
Oh, wow, I didn't think about that.
Yep, and then Enchantment 6 also has Sow Dragon Teeth, another good combat spell for Therados.
I didn't know they got that one.
It is a fantastic spell. Everyone assumes that it's an undead spell, and then they throw a dozen priests to go banish a raiding force of a couple of Kerberos with Earth Boots on, and all of a sudden you've got 5 or 6 times 10, because it's 10 per cast, and so you've got 60 troops all of a sudden coming at you with magic weapons, high quality attacks, good prot, can't be banished, and so they can raid pretty easily as well.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's look into the TP battles. You're jumping onto his little 1 PD. This, I don't think that was the goal, right? Were you looking for something else here?
Yeah, I was trying to get that damn spider.
Oh, and he snuck out, didn't he?
He did. That guy really scared me. It's almost like when you try to squash a real life spider and you miss and he vanishes. It's like, oh god, where'd he go?
What I love is that, like, this is Helheim doing, like, jumping on you. I'm sorry, and okay. He's not catching anything. This is elves jumping on elves. So, what were you saying? I'm sorry. What were you saying about the spider?
Oh, it's just like, you know, that thing made my hair stand up. It's like, this dude is going to start assassinating my dudes. I have no idea where he is. I can't catch him. He was really an annoying little dude. But Sakane didn't really use him for that much, which is probably how he kept him alive, honestly.
Well, what I like you're saying is that you're scared of him, or you're getting unnerved because he's able to move quietly throughout, and it like this whole battle system is really intriguing to me because it's all. I mean, in order to catch somebody, they have to not go invisible, correct? If they attack a province that turn, you catch them, right?
That's right.
And so
and so that's what I was expecting him to do. I thought what he would use the spider for is one of two things. Well, originally he was using them to thug, and I didn't want him to start using him to assassinate because he's a very, very good assassin, and you really can't protect your generals from that thing. But since he was using them to thug, I thought I could maybe catch him when he went to attack a nearby province.
If you're invisible, can they assassinate you?
I don't know, but I didn't want him killing my dwarves.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Very fair enough.
Like I said earlier, I only make a set number of those things, and I generally don't make any more for the rest of the game. And so if I get an important, like my fire death dwarf murdered, it's pretty upsetting.
And I mean, you don't have anybody patrolling your capital right now, so he could theoretically come on here and start jumping on him, but it's also kind of a risk.
Yeah, because he could lose them. So, I don't know. I just wanted to kill this thing. I didn't like it, and I couldn't get him.
Fair enough. Now you've moved your monolith over to this province. What's going on here?
So I am setting this. I believe is within teleport range of the throne I want, which is the one near Pangea. Yeah, it's way over there.
You're one shy.
I'm one shy, so I think I make one more move.
Okay, maybe.
I think that's what it is. I'm making my way to where I need to go.
Okay, that's fair enough. You have skeletons. Okay, so that's the commander right here that you have twice spawned. Okay, and then let's see if there's anything else of note here. I think I saw a move by Machaka. Okay, so you have.
Oh no! Well, this is a disaster.
Okay, so this was a trap. Because
he attacked me.
No, these are your cloud trapeze. The guys that you're trapezing onto his
Oh, okay. So
spider. Do you think this was on purpose?
I'm not sure. I mean, that'd be what you'd call a Jedi move, because he couldn't have known that I was going to cloud trapeze. Well, I mean, maybe he expected it. Possible.
Yeah, that'd be pretty amazing if he did.
Now, I think those weren't geared. I think they were just. At least I hope. I hope these are just air elemental casters.
It looks like you're right. Oh no, this guy's fully geared.
That one was. Ah, bummer.
This was a bad idea. I mean, at the same time, like, considering that this is a huge war that's going on, losing a single thug with this much gear, like, it's not. I mean, the water gems are useless. This kind of hurts. This kind of hurts. But the rest is, I mean, that's 6 gems right there. Those are not real gems, because water gems for you are. I mean, do you have a really good use for water?
No, I used it to empower my pretender. So I needed 50 there. But then, yeah, I don't really need the water gems.
Galdavir, I mean, outside of water, what do you use water gems for?
Outside of water, mostly item forging, and then a couple of occasional battlefield spells. The ones that come to mind are obviously going to be Frozen Heart at Ult 6, and Falling Frost at Evocation 5, if I remember right, is pretty good. And then if I've got extra water gems, I'll just throw those on those mages to just keep the fatigue down, or to have them cast up at a higher levels for it.
I think
not really a high use of water gems outside of globals, and then the water nations, who can just throw out a million elementals.
Okay, yeah, like to me, I always like. I know that a lot of my earlier games, I had a lot of water gems until I found the joys of Rhyme Armor, which I waste all of my water gems on. But like and also you have the frost brands are the only things that I'm thinking of, other than what you were just saying there. So yeah, what was it?
Frost brands, water lens.
Water lens are good too.
Water lens is very good to have, and then the various water boosters as well in order to get up higher. Like, it's really easy to boost into water, so having just a little bit of water can go a long way.
So Gazlov, what makes these guys so scary that they're able to take out a thugged, the thugged out Van Hurst?
Yeah, did they?
Yes.
Did they beat him? Oh,
yes.
Man, well, that's totally on him, because I really believe, if I remember correctly, at this point we're trading territories. I think the problem is he has such a bad water penalty. His defense is just not going to do it for him underwater. I think it's -6.
The power of the water indies, I do love this.
Well, check out his stats. Okay, look at his defense skill.
That's what it took, was the underwater penalty. And what's interesting is the replay bug. I mean, it's still, you still lost, which is really interesting. Yeah, he's still at 17, so they just must be getting incredibly lucky. Oh,
that must be what happened. That's crazy.
You also can't repel this. They have a length 3 spear, so you're not getting repelled.
That's true. That helps, because these guys are awful. I mean, I think he just got very unlucky.
Yeah, that last hit was for 13 damage as well.
But I'm pretty sure I told him I had 6 PD in this province. That's what he should have expected. And he failed to capture it.
Do you see this, the attack roll for this? He has 9 starting out. He had to roll 14 and then an 18 after that. That's nuts.
You know what? Sometimes indies just roll really, really well. And if you... Even against giant troops... indies can roll sometimes extremely well and just one-shot a giant health unit. I've seen it happen multiple times. The wonders of the exploding die.
Okay, so other than that, I think we're good to move on to 39.
Well, hold on. Let's look at the map.
Oh yeah. Let's do that real quick. That's good.
So I want to go and look at what's happening to Machaca.
Okay.
So as I said earlier, since Helheim made peace with me, I now am free. All those raiders are now freed up to flank Machaca.
Oh, so that's over here. You're flanking him.
So while he is trying to push forward towards my cap, and hopelessly, I'm sure is his feeling, I am starting to lock him down economically, so he cannot, really recover. But all right, so that's what's happening here.
Yeah,
but again,
really
I'm not really interested in actually killing him, because I got a plan.
Okay. Now, when you're planning on flanking him, are you trying to get him to peace out? Are you talking to him the whole time, trying to get him to just stop and go away?
Nah, because the thing is, I don't need him to stop. I really don't. I mean, he's kind of in trouble, honestly.
What I love right now is that we've gone from 0 globals to 3 in 2 turns. This is what
Eternal Pyre.
Eternal Pyre? And the deep is Therados again, right?
Yep. 20 fire gems, 20 fire gems, and 20 earth gems a turn.
It feels like he's getting in position where if you weren't, rolling right now, he could have actually had a good chance at this. Oh, you attacked Machaca proper. And it looks like it's actually a legit attack, too. Hello. Gazov, was this an airdrop? How are you doing, Rosia?
Yeah. Good. This was a single thug. The power of thugs.
And what's interesting is they've got that. I mean, we just saw the battle where it was, what was it, like 6 like 6 underwater indies were able to wreck a guy, whereas do you think it's the armor or the defense skill that does it?
Yeah, well, I mean, 34 defense is a lot better than 17.
That's true.
And the thing is, those underwater penalties on these guys is severe enough that they kind of just, you don't want to use them underwater.
Yeah.
But had he had gear, he probably would have taken it, no problem.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that he was missing the key set of a raider, which is some sort of shield that deals with the numbers, some sort of weapon that deals with the numbers. And I guess, I mean, this probably wouldn't have been necessary, but just these two alone probably would have had him win that, right?
I don't know. That's something you would need to test.
I think that the Frost brand is definitely something that would have helped out in that last battle. Maybe a Mates of Eruption, which kind of does it as well, but I think it's less effective underwater.
Well, there's a thing with stacking items where each additional item, it doesn't make you a little bit stronger, it makes you a lot stronger in terms of will the enemy pass the defense check, because as the defense skill gets higher and higher, normal troops have a harder and harder time to pass a defense check even once, right? So, like, there's an exponentially smaller chance of passing something that's like -20 versus -15. So the higher the defense is, qualitatively, the better each point is.
Yeah, I agree. What you're doing is you're getting a plus to your dice, and it's on 2d6, the higher you go, the harder it is to beat that dice roll out. Were you going to say something, Geldavir?
Yeah, I was just going to ask Gazlov, how come he didn't put a helmet on that Venerable?
Their helmets are already okay. I think they're like 16 protection or something. Yeah, they're decent, and then fog or mist form is generally good enough. Even if you get hit in the head, it's still 1 damage.
Okay, so we have a what's really interesting about this is I'm seeing PD dumps. This looks like a 10 10 PD. This is a lot more than 10. I mean, Gazlov, how do you feel towards these PD dumps?
So this is kind of a noob thing that I was doing. At this point in the game, I really shouldn't be raiding with mounted herdmen.
Okay.
I need to combine these up with my main forces so that they can take hits while my little van here's do the legwork. But fair. I think it's a bad idea, especially since he's kind of small. And he's being raided like crazy.
Okay.
But because, thing is, at this point in the game, I'm using thugs, right? Geared thugs. And these PD dumps are not going to kill any of those things.
Even with a lucky hit?
Well, it's got to be 2 lucky hits, because one's got to break the mist form, and then the other has got to kill him.
Yeah, it's true.
About the only thing there that would kill a geared thug is maybe if the war elephants get lucky and they trample them like 4 times around. That would potentially be enough, but even that's not the greatest chance.
These are 21 protection units.
Yes, that's not that high.
I mean, not bad for a little rhino clan, and then he supplements it with... I mean, this is not the worst thing in the world, it's just... I mean, what are you going to do against Van Heers? Van Heers are eventually going to kill you.
Can you click on the Van Heers again?
Yeah, 30 damage.
So, yeah, the Van Heers don't have shocker, cold resistance. Of course, Machaca can't really take advantage of that very well, but...
I'm kind of curious if it was only the mounted herdman, would he have won?
Probably, once Swarm comes out and they harass him down.
That's just really interesting. It was a good move. It's kind of an interesting looking fight from Sakane.
I do think that there's probably like 2 reasons that you would see a lot of PD dumps. One is either they need defense now and they have extra gold and they literally can't pump more of it through forts to get more recruitment. That's one reason. And then the other one is that was just sitting there from earlier in the game, and then the provinces never actually got taken. So,
we're not going to watch this. Otherwise, I'm going to get totally off topic with the Ichthyid Warrior versus Amber Clan, because looking at this, I don't know how you won, but we're going to move on.
He had a monster.
It was the monster fish.
Okay. We're not going back. Okay, so this is what's really interesting. You stayed here. You didn't retreat with this. You didn't try to pull out. You just you stayed here on top of him. Did you think he just couldn't get the forces to deal with this, or what were you thinking?
Where are we?
We're at Machaka's capital. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I felt his whole army was out of base. What was he going to attack me with?
Okay, really interesting. Okay, and then we got Helheim versus Therados. Machaka is moving forward. I'm guessing, how are you going to deal with, I guess that's not his main army. Where is his main army? Oh, it's running home.
No, I think he is trying to, I'm not real sure what he was doing, but I would have thought he would have moved back, but I guess, I'm not sure. I don't really know what Machaka can do, honestly, because he's kind of doomed. I don't know. He got real unlucky early, and
yeah, it's like you said. Like, I don't think he can get out of this situation. It was a bad start that he couldn't get. It was a bad start with a bad nation that he just couldn't get out of.
Well, I don't think Machaka's a bad nation.
It's definitely not one of the better nations in EA, in my opinion. Do you think it's one of the better nations, or do you think it's like mid-tier?
I think it's middle of the pack.
Okay.
Its troops do not scale into the game very well, besides the Sacred. But other than that, it seems fine.
Yeah, but that's kind of the point is that, I mean, we got a Pangea, we've got a Vanheim, a Helheim, a Therados.
Well, they can deal with Vanheim if they have the equal resources, but I don't think they do.
That's one of the things is that I really feel Gazloff at this point that I think you could probably win this the old-fashioned way of just wrecking everybody if it came down to it, because you are so strong at this point. I mean, this is Pangea. Oh, you found an enemy. Yeah, you've got 60 Vanheers, and that's not even the majority of your Vanheers, is it?
I think it is at this point. I don't know. What do I got left here? Yeah, I don't have that much. Yeah, I've got one dude patrolling. See, I am worried about that spider. But yeah, you might be right. It's just so tedious. I get tired of everyone attacking me after a while.
Okay, so let's move on to turn 40. God. Okay, nothing. He was able to get a barbarian PD dump to kill one of your Vanheers, but that's just not worth it. Again, a PD dump that is just, this is 20 PD. Maybe he just was rolling in money and needed something to do with the money.
Well, he had some early success with the PD dump.
Whoa. This is awesome. Okay, this is in some random province. We've got nothing here. A pan. Wait, this looks like... That's not even a thug. So they're still fighting really heavily, right?
Yeah, this war is raging on. And I really felt that these guys were both going to kind of peace out eventually.
I'm really amazed they didn't, because they're not in a terrible position. Pangea still has all of Argoscephali. Ubar would, just give Ubar back all his land. I mean, what are you down? And deal with the Vanheim, who's definitely doing better than what everybody else is doing.
I think people get tilted by fighting Ubar, and then they don't want to peace out.
That's fair enough. And back here, his little...
I think it's like a sunken cost fallacy kind of thing, where it's like, oh, I've given up so much, and he's even stolen some of my mages. Do I really want to make peace?
Wow. It looks like... Okay, no, they absolutely got wrecked. So Pangea gets destroyed by Ubar here.
To be fair, Pan, aside from the white centaurs and the Pan, they didn't really bring that much.
Yeah, 17 white centaurs is still about 3 turns worth. A Pan is kind of a big deal. I'm surprised he didn't thug out any centaur hierophants. Something here kind of feels like he might have gotten assassinated, maybe? But either way, like, this
I
is,
don't know. Like,
this is a
even
bit of a loss.
at this turn, at turn 40, 17 white centaurs isn't really a big force anymore.
Okay. Yeah, it still feels like Pangea. This is still a hit, though. Okay, so yeah, I can't believe that they're still going at it. I think you're right. I think that it's the idea that you still need to keep on fighting and keep on fighting. Okay, so I didn't see anything of real note here. Let's talk as you're going towards a possible throne rush. You're now sitting on a throne here. What are you... Okay, so what thrones are you aiming for? So you've got this one here, this one here. Where are your other ones, dude?
I've got
the monolith.
Yep.
Are you there, Gazlov?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, I think we lost Gazlov for the, from the sounds of it. And
No, he's still on the call for sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
maybe not. Maybe
can anybody hear me?
Speaker way.
Yes, I can.
Okay, guys. So
I
what I'm
can
going to
hear
do is
you
I'm going
as
to pause it
well.
real quick. I'm going to look into the technical aspects real quick. Hey guys, we are back. Sorry about that technical difficulty. Okay, so Gazlov, what are your thrones that you need to look for? First off, how many do you need to get?
We need 5.
Okay,
So we need 5 to win. We've got 3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
So the 4th one I want is that one under the water right there, because it's surrounded by two nations that can't get underwater very easily.
Okay.
And then the last one is the one that Ubar has currently.
Where is... Oh, jeez. This one right here?
Yes.
Okay. And you're moving a scout over to, like, check and see what's on it?
Yeah, I'm just trying to scope out the area. Just make sure that there's nothing too scary over here. Because the thing is, this is a perfect throne for me because we've got 2 guys locked in a battle, and nobody's expecting it. Not this one.
What I love is you still have Arcocephali still alive here, and that fight just took place on one of their, or probably their last fort. So props to Arcocephali for lasting this long. Okay, so 40. Let's move on to 41. Okay, you have teleported yourself. I assume that this teleport is onto the last throne. Is that correct?
That's right. It's the last throne and surrounding provinces.
Now, I think we talked about this a little bit. There was a little bit of bad blood over this this drop, right?
Yeah, because well, you know, Ubar's been having a tough time, and this really kind of messed him up a little bit.
What can you go into? What do you mean by it messed him up?
I think it cut off some of his movements, and I think it may have cut off a retreat path. So when he fought, I think he had a battle on the fort where he lost. Yeah, is it Jane Keep? Is that what it was?
Jane
no.
Keep? Oh, no.
Maybe it's Rasenna?
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so these guys didn't have anywhere to retreat to.
Okay.
Well, he lost most of them anyway, right?
Yeah, but you know, it's all. I think he was just really frustrated. Like these guys were really at each other all game.
I think this is like the third.
Well, in a way, since everything in Pan is stealthy, it's kind of the best way to dodge Ubar's tricks, just by not being there when they try and steal your stuff or whatever.
And he felt that what I did was kind of unnecessary, and it may have been.
What do you mean by unnecessary? I mean, like, you're throwing
let's go to the map.
Okay. Is there any other big battles? Okay, so you wipe him out. Ouch. Wait, this is the underwater throne, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, you just lost a bunch of undead chaff. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and your necromancer, which is fine because
that's sad that happened.
He's twice born, so he's fine. Oh, and he's still going at you with this. Okay.
Yeah, that freaking thing.
The scout versus the monolith. That's grand. And well, where is he with this troop? Okay, so I want to see where his army is. We saw that. Okay, so what were you saying about the map? So what are we looking at?
That throne that Ubar had. So we got to go over to Pan versus Ubar.
Okay, up here.
Yeah, right here. So the point is, see, I'm cutting off these road provinces. Because what I want to do is I want to reduce the number of troops that can attack in an emergency.
Okay. So you're cutting off this road network to the throne. And so he was upset about the extra provinces that you took.
Right.
Dude, all's fair in love and war when it comes to throne rushes. I'm sorry. Like, it's...
Yeah. I think he was mostly irritated that I guess a big mage of his couldn't escape or something. I'm not sure.
He still has a reprieve.
But yeah, he still has that province, so...
I think he was complaining to complain.
Yeah, I don't know. Kirby was... I think Kirby was just really tilted.
I can't blame him. I mean, like, how this war has been going on for turns and turns. We saw him take back his capital, lose his capital about 5 times now. I think that he was originally sieged down, like 10 turns ago?
Yeah, so this was the first war in the game, was Pangea versus Uber. And it is now what turn are we on? 41. So this war has been going on literally the entire game's worth of turns.
And I think that's one of the weaknesses I see with Nosy as a player. He's one of the best players I know, but gosh darn if he doesn't always get into one of these wars whenever he loses a game, he's in one of these wars where he can't get out of it. He's, he can't finish it and he can't get out of it. And like this'll ruin you a game. Galdavir, what do you do as Pangea in this situation?
My goal to win the game, or my goal to just grind Ubar down into the ground, because it looked like Vanheim's about to win, and if I've spent my entire game in the single war, you can bet damn well, just me as a player, that I'm going to make sure that I kill at least the one person that I've been fighting with the entire game.
For spite rather than for win?
It's the principle of the thing. It's not spite, it's just the principle of it.
That is wonderful. Okay, guys. I guess at this point you've got every throne locked down that needs to be locked down. We just get to see the final fights to see if there's anything that can stop you. Is that correct?
Yeah, this is the last one.
Okay, and I kept this as the final turn that's showing because no matter what, there will be a next turn if I remember correctly. And let me see let's go down one by one. And the nice thing is you couldn't see the bottom either. Okay.
There he is.
And nothing big. Do you remember what the names of the provinces were? Maybe White Lake? No.
No.
Okay, White Lake of God. This is one of them. Okay. So this is one attempt. He somehow got an attempt at your army. Oh. Do you think this is scary at all?
It's a little scary because the last time we met on the field of any significance, he whooped my butt.
My question for you is that when you get this turn, do you scroll down to see if you won, or do you look through the battles?
No, I like to be surprised.
Okay,
it's more fun that way.
Rosia, what's your philosophy? If you're gonna win a game and there's a scroll bar, do you look?
I look at the battles first. I look at the. I try not to look at the end if possible.
Galdavir, what's your thoughts?
Unfortunately, the icon is kind of eye-catching. because
Okay.
it doesn't look like any of the others. So
That's
sometimes you
interesting.
can help it. But
He has a scroll bar, so it hides itself. What's your
Yeah,
what's
I'm
your
saying
thought,
you don't
Galavier?
I just like to watch the minions battles. It's fun.
Okay. And oh man, it actually looked really close there for a second. But
Had he used darkness, he would have won this.
oh wow.
That's how he beat me the first time. Was with darkness, and then he didn't cast it here.
I think the Earth Elementals may have gotten him anyway.
I also think that the Hell here doing that cast Soul Vortex was stuck behind his own troops, so it sucked the life out of his own troops instead of swinging back around and trying to get a flank off, because that probably would have helped as well.
But elves have really high MR, so not sure if it was.
I'm wondering if he was off the side, if that would have helped.
Unless that's like a D2.
Yeah, that soul vortex is popping all of his glamour.
You're right. Is that Sleep Cloud? What is that? Blue? Is it Astral Fires or something?
That's
Yeah, Sleep Cloud. It's up top.
Sleep Cloud, okay.
I think
So,
these guys
yeah,
are.
that's
Yeah, they're
probably
sleeping.
didn't help.
Yeah, there you go.
That's gorgeous. I've been really impressed with this Sleep Cloud lately. Was that the one that were we watching that together, Gazloff, with the Sleep Cloud? Oh no, that was with one of my interviews. Yeah, so one of the players in the game we're playing was using it, or sorry, in the Omniscience game was using Sleep Cloud, and I mean I'm thoroughly impressed with that. It brings your defense to 0 if it works. It's lingering, so if you're able to put it into a nice pile of elves, they're eventually going to fail it. It's just kind of an interesting one. Does sleep work on berserking units?
Yes.
So it'll make them fall asleep.
It
They
doesn't
wake up.
cancel the berserk, but it will prevent them from taking actions.
That is really cool.
It's not the same as them fatiguing out and canceling the berserk. It's different.
Okay. The sad thing is I don't. Oh, I should be. Yeah, I have no clue what to even look for. What the name of this thing was. Okay. Maybe World Pillar. No.
I think it's Aluva, maybe.
Olivia. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Some water. Back then,
think it is World Pillar.
maybe.
World Pillar. Let's try World Pillar.
No, I don't think so.
This may have been a throne, but I think that it's a.
I think it's a forted throne.
Yeah, it's a forted throne.
Check one of the pan battles. If anything, it should be pan, right? Unless they didn't know you were going for a throne rush. Oh, it's really weird to see white centaurs there.
Zoro?
Shouldn't
Maybe
they? Yeah, they
this
should be
one.
there.
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah,
it. Good call,
right.
dude.
That's like 50 PD or something.
I hope those centaurs have smashers. Well, great swords.
Yeah, they're not really going to deal with the monolith very well, are they?
I mean, at the same time, you got to do what you got to do. Oh my goodness!
Even if you have a bunch of white centaurs, you're going to run up, and even if there's nothing else for the monolith to cast, it'll cast like Fists of Iron or something, and they'll just punch them all to death. It's actually pretty fun.
I just want to give you
Fire,
props, dude. You cast flaming weapons knowing what your PD was.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, this is awareness here. This is really shiny, dude. But props to knowing
fun.
what your PD was, and props for doing the thing that
Oh, you have
utilized.
javelins too.
Oh, okay, it's Howl and okay. So he cast Foul Vapors on you.
I don't think so.
Well,
I think that's
that
my
would
fault
be-
first.
Yeah, that would be very strange.
No, he did Dryad Mother.
The Dryad
No.
Mother cast.
Oh, crazy.
That is absolutely insane.
Okay, so he got winged shoes with a great sort of sharpness on a pan to come jump onto your mono. 92 hit points. This is actually going to be interesting.
Nah. I've got two thumbs right
leeching.
next to the mono.
Plus, there's wolves and stuff.
Oh, but they didn't attack him. Oh, look at that.
No, I think they got HP ratted or something.
Wait, where did he go? Oh, he flew away.
He got killed by the Earth Elemental, I think. Earth Elemental, the 17 AP damage. That'll kill a thug.
Okay, hold on. Commander's a C. Yeah, no lie. Wait, did he... Yeah, you're right. He did die. Wow. He trampled the pan for 8 damage.
Yeah, it does.
See, they're always useless.
Earth elementals do just as much damage as air elementals. They just trample fewer squares. But in a 1v1 situation, they can kill a thug easily enough. Sometimes even easier, actually, because they have regen instead of the ethereal.
What's interesting is, I think if he would have kept that thug with the rest of his army, he might have been able to pull this off.
I don't think so. I mean, his army is all routed.
Okay, so it's swarm versus swarm?
It's the howl. The wolves are coming.
Ah, okay. Well, well done, dude. That means that we have victory at the end. Yeah, well done. Well done to you on this one. And I really liked this throne jump. And what I like is that these two provinces, the fight wasn't incredibly close, but it was close enough that it might have been able to change based on these white centaurs. Do you think that these white centaurs would have made the difference?
There's a chance. Because like you said, my monolith only had 80 hit points.
Yeah, I think move on.
He got his prophet in there? Was his prophet sneaking around? That's pretty funny.
Oh, and you get all of your PD back?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how
PD fights in every fight with full numbers.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
Well, that was Kirby's contribution.
Oh my. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a cut in here. We're going to come back and do a end of game analysis. I want to thank my co-host, Rosia. Thank you so much for joining up with us.
Oh, thank you for having me. The brief amount of time I was here.
That's great. Galdavir, thank you for joining up with us.
Always a pleasure, Dardamus.
And congrats, Gazlov, on your win.
Thank you.
I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.